G'day everyone, Brian here. Hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope that your team won on the weekend. My team did, so I'm pretty happy about that. Looking at Mark chapter 3 and from verse 22, but in verse 20 and 21 we see that Jesus is inside a crowded house and his family have come to take care of him because they think he's out of his mind. From there we learn that his family aren't the only ones who think that Jesus has gone a bit crazy. But the teachers of the law attribute his craziness not to mental fatigue or mental sickness, but rather to demon possession. They say he is possessed by Beelzebub. By the prince of demons he is driving out demons. Now Jesus is not possessed by Beelzebub, and he has the sense to be able to say to them, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." How can Satan drive out Satan? Now, if you enjoy sport and if you play sport, you've probably seen and maybe even experienced yourself the real frustration of when a team is divided. When the guy at full forward is angry at the guys at half forward for not passing to him and having a shot at goal themselves. When the basketball isn't being shared around and people are taking silly shots instead of passing to the guy who can really take a good shot. Or when the coach is so fed up with his players that he just gets angry with them rather than helping them to improve. A house divided against itself cannot stand. And Jesus uses this imagery to confront these teachers of the law with the folly of what they're saying. How can it be that I am driving out demons by the power of Satan? Does that really make sense to you? If Satan opposes himself and is divided, he cannot stand. His end has come. And he uses this little story. No one can enter a strong man's house and carry off his possessions unless he first ties up the strong man. Then he can rob his house. I tell you the truth, all the sins and blasphemies of men will be forgiven them. And then he goes on to something else, which I'll mention tomorrow. Friends, I hope that you have a sense of unity with Jesus. Paul writes about that in his letter to the Philippians. In chapter 2, he writes to the Corinthians about unity. It is something that churches desperately need and something that churches give up too easily. Don't you give it up. Be united with Christ. And be united with Christ's people. A house divided cannot stand. Hope you have a great day today. May God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.